I do a lot of leadership training in my and continuing education, those kinds of programs, and have done so in my practice for many, many years, even before my practice started. I know that leadership education is important. I know that it has great value. I know that it often gives people access to information and ways of thinking and methods for influencing people that they might not be aware of. But I can tell you from experience that there are many, many individuals out there who attend leadership training courses or workshops who have an insufficient mastery of themselves. They don't fully understand themselves. They don't fully understand their tendencies. They don't fully understand other people or their tendencies. They may have even minor emotional or mental burdens that impact how they perceive their environment or the people in it. They may have reflexively dominating personalities, or they may have reflexively timid or subordinating personalities. In other words, they lack assertiveness. They might be irritable, or they might just not like other people. Or in the worst instances, they may have some abusive tendencies that really damage their ability to earn people's trust, especially the trust of the members of their teams, the people that they're supposed to be leading. It doesn't always mean that they're bad people, but what it often means is that they are people who privately or not so privately struggle with themselves and struggle with their ability to control how they engage and how they execute. And so what this means is that you can put people through training workshops, but it does not mean that they will have the capacity to act effectively and competently on what they learn, because everything that they learn and their ability to execute or put into practice what they learn is always going to be limited by the degree of mastery that they have over themselves. So, in both my judgment and my experience, professional coaching is vital and is absolutely a necessary component to the development of effective leaders and managers, especially in what we might describe as high responsibility organizations or occupations. And it must be the kind of coaching that focuses on self-awareness. Now, there's a lot of different kinds of coaching practices and philosophies and platforms out there, and some are really good and some are not so good. Even though they may sound really impressive, some are not very good. Leadership, however, we know without exception is an exercise in what we might call situational self-mastery, which is demonstrating the ability to show up in a variety of high stakes situations in the right way, with the right attitude and with the right intentions. If you don't fully know yourself and you don't fully understand your natural tendencies, both your innate tendencies and those that are learned over the courses of our lives, then how can we expect to steer ourselves in the right way when the pressure is on? The answer is that it's almost impossible. And it's why so many people fail to meet their potential as leaders, even ones who went through a lot of leadership training and read a lot of leadership books. So training alone cannot make up for the personal limitations that will eventually reveal themselves as responsibilities rise. Because in leadership training, and this is really, really important, it's critical to understanding what coaching is. In leadership training or leadership continuing education, students themselves are not the subject of discussion, but in coaching, they are.